Hi, so I'm Kat and I had jaw surgery approximately 6 weeks ago now. I get this question quite a lot, so I thought I'll do a video of all the things that I'd ordered prior to my surgery that actually really helped me with my recovery. So the first thing, which I don't actually have here with me, is because I've sent it back, is in the UK you can hire a Hylotherm machine. So that is essentially a machine that holds cold water, and it's like goes on like a mask on your face, and you sleep with it. You just have it on, and I think it's at 15 degrees, so it just keeps it cool. It's not like ice packs, which obviously they melt and then they get warm. But I do also understand that the Hylotherm machine is a bit expensive to hire. I think it was £150 for the week, and then you pay for the mask on top. But if that's something that you can't afford, the ice packs are your next best friend. So I'd got this on Amazon. It actually came with a chin strap, so you could have one ice pack here and one ice pack here. That was really good for the car journey home from the hospital. But after a week, my surgeon told me to swap to heat. So having these ice packs that also double up as a heat pack when you put it in the microwave was something that was really helpful. I'm still using the heat now. I'm more swollen on one side, so I just think there's a little bit more inflammation there, so probably use it once or twice a day. So just have it like that. Another thing which was really important for me was water wipes. So for the first few weeks, it's different for everyone, but for me, I couldn't feel my lower lip in my chin. So I couldn't feel when I had something on my chin. So having these around was just, after anything that I drank or that, I could just use them to wipe, get a big pack of them. They're really helpful. Probably the one thing that I thought was the most essential for my recovery is these squeezy bottles. You can get them on Amazon. I think these were like a 5-pack for £6. These are essential because I know sometimes some people are bandaged shut, some people are wide shut. I luckily wasn't either of these things, but I could see how this would help. So I would basically have any liquid that I wanted. So whether that's bone broth, water, you could even put blended soup in if you just cut the top bit at the top, and it just, you squeeze it, oh shit, and it just puts liquid in your mouth. So you don't have to suck, you don't have to use the spoon to put things in, which is just impossible in the first few days. I had so many of these. I still actually use this. I use it now for just to keep my saltwater rinse in. But honestly, this was probably the most important thing for me. I don't think I could have done the surgery without these. Another thing that really helped me, so after the surgery, you get put on antibiotics for a week after. So I'm quite sensitive to antibiotics. I don't think everyone else is as sensitive, but everybody is different. But for me, the antibiotics really mess with like my gut and my microbiome, and also with all of the medication, the anaesthetic, all of that you're on for the first week, it causes havoc with your stomach. So for me, I just had these probiotics. Obviously, these ones worked for me because it's like a sachet, so I was just adding it to yogurt, I was adding it to drinks. I mean, with these ones you couldn't add them to anything warm, but they dissolved really well. I couldn't think about getting a tablet in and swallowing that. I wasn't really able to start taking my normal tablets until maybe, it's probably about 2 weeks after I could put a tablet in to swallow it. So having these in little packs really helped me. But I know you can also get probiotics that are liquid, so I would recommend them. And I suppose another thing that was, it's not an essential, but it helped me, is I bought one of these angled pillows from Amazon. So after the surgery you have to sleep at a 45-degree angle. Now you can obviously do it with pillows, but I still found that I was sinking in my pillows despite putting like 3 or 4 in a row. This kind of helped. I would put my normal pillow on top of this, and this just helped keep me in position. Not that I did a lot of sleeping the first 2 weeks, but it just helped keep me comfortable when I didn't go off to the sides and all of these other weird things that you don't really expect after jaw surgery. The last thing that was essential for me, obviously follow your surgeon's recommendations, is just a non-alcoholic mouthwash that's got I think it's chlordextramine, I think it was meant to be. Oh, chlorhexidine. So that is just essential, because the first week or so I couldn't even get like a baby toothbrush in to brush my teeth. So this 3 times a day after all meals just kind of kept feeling everything clean. Obviously it's also antibacterial as well, so it just helps keep everything clean because you can't properly brush. Now I'm 6 weeks on, I can kind of use my electric toothbrush. Does help, but I do still use this. Warning in advance, it does stain your teeth, but when I'm able to go to the hygienist, it will clear everything out. Another thing that I found was quite essential, which I didn't really think of at the time, is when you are having blended soup and just blended smoothies, and you need a sieve as well, because the first time I had blended soup I hadn't used a sieve on it, and I just got stuff all over my braces in where I couldn't brush properly. It was honestly a nightmare trying to get it clean afterwards. So a sieve to sieve anything you blend, it's right up there. Now I know that surgery is a different experience for everyone, so and always go by the guidance of your surgeon, but I just thought I'd do this video because these are just simple things you can get from Amazon that kind of you might not have thought about. I know there's lots of guides out there, but just make sure you check with your surgeon on what they recommend. Everyone's different, but these are things that helped me. Let me know what other videos you'd like me to do in the comments below.